Hey guys, welcome back to another Digimon Rearise video as we go over this week's, I guess, PvP plus Battlepark trends since new season started and we get to see, what was going on last season. So, should be fun. Anyways, a huge surprise right as we open up the game or the trending tab. Hyandramon dropped. What? I know, right? Hyandramon. I mean, it increased in usage rate, but like it dropped in ranking, which means, well, someone else got boosted really high in ranking, and that is MegaGargomon. So, yeah, what the heck? What the heck? How did MegaGargomon, overtake Hyandramon, right? So again, let's start from the top. Minervamon, Noble Pumpkinmon, slight decreases, which is really interesting because with Minervamon and Noble Pumpkinmon decreasing, like, you would expect MegaGargomon to also decrease, right? Because if you're running a full tech team, Noble Pumpkinmon and Minervamon are almost must-haves, right? Yet MegaGargomon was increased in usage rate, and then Minervamon and Noble Pumpkinmon dropped. Doesn't make too much sense at all. For those of you who are wondering why I'm saying that is, MegaGargomon's sub skill is decreases to enemies tech damage resistance by 30%, which is kind of the whole deal with MegaGargomon, right? For the most part. So yeah, no clue why this is happening. This is really weird. So MegaGargomon is in number 3 right now. If I were to think of a reasoning, is probably just because MegaGargomon's free to play, and now more and more people are getting to S rank, because S rank is a bit difficult to get to. Not A rank to S rank per se, but all the way up to S rank, right? Because all the way up to S rank, you have to beat the A rank promotional challenge, which is actually really, really hard. So, once folks got past the A rank promotional, they got to the S rank promotional, beat that, and then, it's a free MegaGargomon. So, I would assume this is the reason why you see the MegaGargomon surge. Maybe folks are still building like weird weird teams, right? I mean, I have nothing against hybrid teams, by the way. I personally use one, right? Gankamon, Creepymon, Hyandramon, Minervamon, and Noble Pumpkinmon. I'm using 5 out of the top 6 Digimon over here. I'm just not using MegaGargomon, and I am getting a MegaGargomon trained up myself, to check it out, right? Although I lack COM plugins, which the new plugin summon would be nice right now. But anyways, moving on. Hyandramon slight increase in usage rate, but yeah, I don't know. Wait. Hyandramon was already at 4th place. I think 3rd place was Gankamon last time, right? And then Gankamon dropped, 2.6%? So dropped from, number 3 to number 5, which is also interesting. But I think I could find an explanation. Maybe folks are just going for MAGNAMON instead of Gankamon, right? Because there really is no point in running both MAGNAMON and Gankamon on the same team. Although I still have to say, again, MAGNAMON is not a bad Digimon per se, right? But Gankamon's just better, which is why Gankamon is all the way up here and MAGNAMON is all the way down there. Another reason would be Gankamon is, semi-free to play in comparison to MAGNAMON. But anyways, Gankamon dropped, which is interesting. Didn't really see that coming either. I guess it's just because I didn't really see the MegaGargomon surge coming, right? And then Creepymon subsequently also dropped in rankings, but did increase in its usage rate a bit, which I find really curious since Creepymon's banner is gone. So I would assume folks who already got Creepymon before are all pretty much running Creepymon. And I don't know why it increased the usage rate, even though the banner's gone. But hey, Creepymon, again, really, really good. Probably one of the best Digimon in the game at the moment, along with stuff like, Gankamon, Nervemon, Hyandramon, all that stuff. Like, all these guys up here are really, really good, obviously. Well, that's why people are using them. Piedmon, slight decrease in usage rate, but, quite some decrease in rankings. I don't know. Again, with MegaGargomon surging, I would expect stuff like Minervamon, Noble Pumpkinmon, Piedmon, etc. Wisemon. Oh, Wisemon did increase. Their usage rate slightly increasing, but instead, Hyandramon, Creepymon's usage rate increased. This really does not make too much sense to me, right? Because you would think if MegaGargomon increased, overall, tech units would go up with it, right? and it increased quite a bit, right? 5.5%. And instead, Creepymon, which banner's not even here anymore, increased by 4.3%. Again, Creepymon, super strong unit. Would make sense if it increased, but the only problem is, again, like I said before, folks who already had Creepymon probably, I would assume they would be running it already. So I don't know where that new 4.3% came from. Anyways, moving on. Boltmon dropped in rankings and got an increase in usage rate, right? So it's increased 3.2%. I personally still don't get the hype around Boltmon. Like, again, the biggest thing with Boltmon, honestly, is just the burn and the crit rate increase, which is really, really nice, by the way. But aside from that, I mean, like, it's just, it's just the fact that people aren't running, like, full power teams as much as full tech teams, is probably one of the reasons why I don't know about Boltmon. Oh, although, you know what, now that I think about it, I think I know why Boltmon's usage rate is increasing. Maybe it's because of the mega eggs that folks got in the underworld. That's, guaranteed want to buy their Boltmon, Piedmon, although Piedmon decreased. Pleasiomon increased, which would make sense, I guess. Who else? Minervamon and Hyendermon, right? So could be because of that. I don't know. Pumpkinmon increased. I would assume, Pumpkinmon would keep on increasing in usage rate, but decreasing rankings, but that doesn't really matter. But yeah, just because more and more folks, the hatching of the eggs takes some time, right? Hatching it and raising it all the way up, right? Takes some time, but when it does get to, when folks do, get more and more skill level 10 Pumpkinmons, these are absolute monsters. So, more folks will be picking them up. And also, if the meta trends towards some kind of power meta in the near future, that could, continue to trend as well. Moving on, Pleasiomon. Sorry about that. Still kind of sort of sick. Pleasiomon, slight increase in usage rate. Again, the biggest problem with Pleasiomon always was accessibility. Like, it's not a bad Digimon. It's just that, it wasn't on too many banners, so people didn't have it. But with the Underworld Mega Digi-Egg that guaranteed a chance at getting Pleasiomon. Well, that sounds weird. Guaranteed a chance at getting Pleasiomon? That's weird. I could see its usage rate going up. Wisemon's going up. Again, that wouldn't make sense if all tech Digimon are going up, but they're not. But MegaGargomon did go up, so MegaGargomon and Wisemon just works super well together, right? You will do so much freaking damage to that two Digimon that already got hurt. Although, I think, now that I think about it, it's kind of redundant, unless, like, your opponent just goes for like, a high Endermon defense buff and then, like, attack resistance buff. Then it might be more relevant, because, like, once you get that Wisemon, like, S2 up, and then you use MegaGargomon's S2 on some, two Digimon, they'd probably already be near dead. Maybe, you could, it'll be easier to finish off if you... After that, you just use like a Minervamon's S2 that hits everyone, also decreases their block rate to take them out super easily, maybe. But, using like something like an old Pumpkin's S1 or Minerva's S1 on those two Digimon that are already like hurt as hell would be kind of a waste. Moving on, Wargreymon dropped by 4.9%. Again, Wargreymon, stuff like Wargreymon, Secumon, I would see them keep on dropping. As I see in the corner of my eye, MegaGargomon increased by 4%. What? MAGNAMON increased by 7.1%. I would see MAGNAMON keep on increasing. Again, MAGNAMON is really, really strong. It's super, super tanky. But again, the only problem is just Gankamon's just better, unfortunately, for MAGNAMON. But, I could see it keep on increasing for, there are folks who do want to save battle points for more future content, right? There's, like, on JP, they got, like, Leviamon, right, and stuff, and Rainbow plugins. So they might want to save BP for those, and that's why they're using MAGNAMON. They pulled for MAGNAMON, which makes sense. Moving on, MegaGargomon increased by 4%. What? It could be because of more folks using, I guess, MegaGargomon and Wisemon. Thus, more folks are using MegaGargomon, but, again... And now that I think about it, I actually saw quite a few MegaGargomons on folks' teams last week. But MegaGargomon, not that great in PvP. And also, its banner is gone, so what the heck? Right? Mamamon, still the same. Decreasing some rankings, but again, rankings don't really matter that much. Ravemon 3% decrease, which is interesting, but then, oh, never mind. Piedmon decreased as well. I don't know. I don't know why Ravemon decreased. Honestly, Ravemon is a much better Digimon to use on your team than, say, MegaGargomon or even WarGreymon at this point. And, Ravemon also nullifies blind to your team, like WarGreymon does, but, like, he's just better, right, for the most part. I don't know. I wouldn't say flat out better, but, in a lot of areas, right? MegaGargomon's blue MegaGargomon slight increase in 3%. Lilymon increased 2%. They're all at 5%, I guess. The rankings don't really matter. MegaGargomon, same percentage as Lilymon. Although I'd have to say Lilymon's just better than MegaGargomon. Like MegaGargomon, passives increases on pinpoint by 40%, which is fodder. That's really useless. Increase, the rend flame, it hits everyone. That's great. Increases on counter rate by 40%, and that's whatever. And just in comparison, Lilymon just is kind of better. It nullifies skill lock, affecting deft allies. For power deft allies, you got Daemon. That's a pretty good, good one to protect, right? Also, your main skill increases defense by 10%, which I guess isn't that impactful if you have a high under, but if you're not running high under, that it's something, right? Moving on. Grand Quagmon increased by 3%. It's a fine Digimon, I guess, for the most part. It's just that, it gets incredibly, outshadowed by the other taunting Digimon, which would be Daemon. Phoenixmon, 1% increase. Again, I would see, of all the featured Digimon that have been coming out recently, the only ones I really see climbing would be MAGNAMON and Phoenixmon, just in terms of how the meta is trending, right? These two might be climbing. I did not see MegaGargomon climbing, so I don't know how that happened. But the other ones I would see most of them kind of dropping. Maybe Sucubon might make like a slight comeback just this week, like in the middle of the week or something. But otherwise, I don't know. Megalodon increased by 4%. Why? I don't know. I have no clue. Yeah, no. Maybe people are picking up CC again. Again, I'm personally not a huge fan of using CC. I just rather kill your opponents instead of CCing them. It's just more effective for me, right? So I don't know. Puppetmon, slight decrease, which again, I don't know. I don't know what's going on with Puppetmon. Puppetmon's sub skill actually does a lot of freaking damage. It is single target, which makes sense. It also decreases defense by 30%. I've seen some really strong Puppetmons last week or so, right? They could almost two-shot my Nervemon, right? Which is scary. Also sleep, CC, all that stuff. Ebamon, slight decrease. Again, like some of these really don't make sense. And Ebamon would be one of those because again, I would assume with MegaGargomon rising, a lot of these tech-based units would have a slight increase as well. So I don't know. Marine Angemon, 2% increase. This makes sense because again, everyone got a free Marine Angemon skill up item in the underworld, so you'll get that, and it makes Marine Angemon slightly stronger. So there's that. Myotismon, no change there. I don't even know why it's still on the list. I mean, overall it's good. And when you look at the bottom, these three bottom ultimates, they're all deft, so it's probably just folks running deft teams, which it does make sense. Deft teams are really, really strong, right? You got Piedmon, Creepymon, Old Punkmon, they're all deft. Ravemon as well, right? If you run that, Puppetmon maybe. But yeah, Myotismon is good for deft teams, obviously. Increased crit rate by 20%. Also has CC as well, which is nice. Garudamon, same thing, increases deft allies defense by 20%, which is also great. And it does an okay-ish amount of damage, I'd say, for an ultimate, so that's not terrible, I guess. And then Lady Devmon also is CC, it's blind, and then increases tech for deft allies. So if you're running a tech deft team, which would consist something of like Lady Devmon, Myotismon, Ravemon / Piedmon, plus no Pumpimon, right? That would make sense. Although, I take that back. No Pumpimon it increases your attack anyways. So, I mean, it's a passive. It's activates at the start of the turn, so I guess you don't have to use Noble Pokemon's S1 to increase that, but you should use Noble Pokemon's S1 anyways because it does a lot of damage. So, and then at the end you got Philmon, which again is probably just folks who just started the game and stuff, and they're getting Philmon, which, I mean, if you're just starting the game, just got into PvP, Philmon's not terrible, I guess. It has a, full team crit rate increase by 30%, which is nice. And also does a lot of single target damage, I guess. In lower ranks, stuff are weird. You're facing a lot of garbage. So, Philmon's not bad. So, anyways, that's made for this week's rankings. Again, a few surprises here and there. MegaGargomon would be one of the bigger surprises, although when you think about it, logically it makes sense, right? More folk getting to S rank, MegaGargomon's free, it's really good, so people are picking it up. But then a lot of other things that don't make sense, like MegaGargomon increasing, but Minervamon and no Punkmon decreasing, Piedmon decreasing, right? You would assume if the tech buffer or / I guess tech resistance debuffer is the more accurate term, that a lot of these tech units would go up, but it seems that a lot of the power units are going up, but tech units, on the other hand, are actually dropping. So, what the heck? Anyways, let me know what you guys think about all this stuff in the comments down below. Again, you could join our Discord, talk about Digimon Rearise, or join our guild, which would be nice. We do have a few inactive, so I could clean up some spots for folks right now in our guild. And again, that's me for this one. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Like if you did, subscribe to our channel, do all that good stuff, and I'll see you guys in the next one.